I have been working remotely for almost 13 years, and in that time, one thing has never changed, that I refuse to work from a couch or a bed. My work day is typically 12 to 14 hours, and at that point, your desk setup is not just a piece of furniture, it's your office, it's your studio, it's your thinking space. I've always invested seriously in getting it right. This setup specifically, I have been working on this for over last 1 year, just figuring out what works and what just looks good on the camera. This video is for IT professionals, developers, content creators, or anyone who spends most of their time at a desk. This is not a showroom. This is definitely not a gear flex. This is an actual workspace built around getting work done. And let's be honest with you, this is not my final setup. It will never be. It keeps evolving as my work evolves. But right now in 2026, this is how it looks. Let's walk through it. Everything starts here, the desk, because no matter how good your monitor or keyboard is, if the foundation is not right, nothing else matters. I went ahead with the Sleep Company Aero Plus height adjustable desk, and my reason was pretty straightforward. I wanted a sturdy desktop which can hold my two 32 inches big monitors, my laptop stand, and plenty other peripherals on the table. And another custom requirement I had was I wanted to retain my tabletop from my previous setup. I'm very fond of my previous tabletop because it had a monitor riser and I was quite used to that particular setup, so I wanted to retain that particular thing. The tabletop from the Sleep Company and the tabletop which I already had has gelled quite nicely and it fits on each other quite perfectly. And even the technician who came from the Sleep Company for the installation was shocked to see this particular thing. I don't want to get into specific details in this particular video, so I will quickly summarize what this table has. The dimensions of the tabletop are 1600 by 700 mm. The height of the table goes from 72 centimeters to 120 centimeters, and that is pretty good for me. It can withstand a weight up to 80 kgs and it has 4 presets. I bought this table from the official website of the Sleep Company. I think I got a discount of about 1500 on this table. I'll put the price somewhere on the screen, and I'll also put the links for all the peripherals and all the devices in the description box. One question I've always got from my friends and colleagues is whether I use the standing feature a lot for this particular table. To answer the question, yes, I do use a lot. I stand for almost 3 to 4 hours a day for my work. So this has been a very handy feature for me. Up next is the heart of this particular setup, that is MacBook Pro with M4 Pro chip. I bought this MacBook from a local vendor. It has 24 GB of RAM, 512 GB of hard disk, 14 inches retina display screen. My journey with MacBook goes way back to 2015 when I started with MacBook Air 13 inches. Then later on I upgraded to MacBook Pro. It had Intel chip, and recently, couple of years back, I upgraded it to this particular beast. Working on this MacBook Pro has been perfect for me. I run Kubernetes clusters, I do a heavy lifting on Cloud Code, I do video editing and a lot of other cool stuff, and nothing kind of has broken for me as yet. I purposely chose the 14 inches version of this MacBook Pro because I was always going to work with external monitors and I wanted it to be a travel friendly option. In this particular video, I will not dive deep further in all the features of Mac. I will create a separate series on that topic later. After the MacBook, up next is the external monitor setup. So both the monitors that you see are from Acer. One of the monitor is 2K and the other one is 4K. And to be really honest, I don't find that much of a difference between both of them. I chose these two monitors because I'm not a film producer or a video editor which requires high graphics or color grading. These two monitors are just perfect for my use case. I'll put all the details regarding these monitors in the description. I'll also put the pricing details somewhere on the screen. So I have this 4-screen display setup. My main productivity screen is my MacBook screen where I keep my Slack and Teams messages open. I check all my emails. And my Acer monitors are my primary work screen where all the magic happens. And sometimes even 3 screens are not enough for me. That time I extend another screen on my iPad. Talking about iPad, it is iPad Air 5th generation, 64 GB of disk space and 11 inches screen. There also might be questions around why 232 inches monitor and why not a big 49 inches monitor? To answer that question, I'm an IT professional and I do a lot of screen sharing sessions, and screen sharing somehow doesn't work that seamlessly on a big or a wide screen. So to keep it really simple, I am okay with having two 32 inches monitor, and it has worked perfectly fine for my workflow. But yeah, moving forward, if there is a need, I can obviously shift to a 49 inches wide screen. Moving on to keyboards, I've got an Apple keyboard with a lightning port. Again, there are a lot of opinions about Apple keyboard versus the mechanical keyboard over the internet. I'm already in the Apple ecosystem and I wanted a tight integration between all my Apple devices. So I have an iPad, I have a MacBook Air as well, so I can use the same keyboard across all these devices. And typically a single charge lasts around a month for me. The Apple Magic Keyboard does not give a satisfying experience as compared to a traditional mechanical keyboard. However, it works perfectly fine for my workflow, so I will stick with it. Apart from the Magic Keyboard, I also have a Magic Mouse. I have seen harsh criticism on the internet over its design as it charges from the bottom. To be really honest with you, I don't find it as a design flaw because I rarely charge my Magic Mouse. On a single charge, it can last up to a month, so it is not a big consideration for my use case. I have been using the Magic Mouse for almost 4 years now, and my experience has been pretty much perfect with it. For better ergonomics and some more features, I may end up choosing the Logitech MX Master in the future, but for now it just works for me. Talking about the camera, I use the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and when it comes to meetings, the internal camera on the MacBook Pro is just fine. Talking about the audio, I use the internal mic and speaker from the MacBook Pro for all my customer meetings and internal meetings. For the entertainment and outdoor calls, I mostly use my AirPods Pro 2. And if I wish to have an immersive experience, I always switch to AirPods Max. And if I have to shoot professional videos like this, I switch to the Holyland Lark M2. Apart from keyboard and a mouse, I also have a pen tablet from XP Pen. I mostly use that for my teaching videos. When it comes to charging station, I'm quite orthodox in that area. Even though I have a 3-in-1 MagSafe compatible charger which can charge my watch, which can charge my AirPods Pro and charge my iPhone, I still prefer charging all my devices with wires. I have mounted all my wires on the desk with a wire manager. For my power needs, I use the Portronics power plate, which has 8 power sockets. It has 2500 watts of energy and it has 6 USB ports. I've mounted this power plate upside down under the desk so that the cable management looks neat. Regarding the cable management, it is never a choice for me because I have a 5-year-old cat. If I don't feed her on time, she becomes grumpy and she bites all my cables. So I've done the cable management using double tapes, some ties and some Velcro straps. The current cable management is definitely not the best cable management solution out there in the market, but it does the job for me for now. Moving forward, I would like to have a proper cable management tray beneath my desk that would do a perfect job for me. So apart from the electric table, I've got another product which kind of takes care of my physical health while I'm working. I've got this walking pad or mini treadmill from Lifelong. I use this walking pad at least couple of hours a day while I'm on calls. I also use this when a lot of typing is not required for any kind of work. The RGB lighting in the background that you see behind the monitors is from Simpex and Digitech. I will link all the details in the description. I've got this desk mat from VCube, which kind of adds another layer to this particular setup on the table. I've also got this pegboard from IKEA, which helps to hang some of my stuff on the board. So yeah, that was my setup tour. I'm going to come up with new ideas to boost your productivity in the coming future. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. If you find this content useful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, keep building.